Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw This Time is going to be on Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, in this movie, we follow Scarlett Johansson as she and a group go to an island full of dinosaurs as they try to get some dino DNA, kind of like having the same plot as the original movie, only this time around, instead of this being like a full-on sequel to the last Jurassic World movie, this is trying to do its own thing of trying to capture the roots of the original film. Now, just like the last movie, I wasn't really having too many high hopes for this one. It wasn't one of those movies that I was super hyped for. I wasn't even all that excited. Like with the last movie, I think it's pretty clear that they have gone way too overboard with the Jurassic World franchise, because the first movie should have just been its own thing, since, you know, it could have just been one of those movies where, you know, they're trying to do something new with the Jurassic Park series and just have it be its own film instead of just making it a brand new franchise of its own, as we have 4 movies with Jurassic World in the title and only 3 with Jurassic Park. So what does it tell you right there? And because the last movie made over $1 billion, which in my opinion wasn't earned, of course there had to be another movie, because franchises never die. I feel like even if, you know, a movie franchise bombs, it's still going to get another movie regardless. Just like in that same sense that the first Blade Runner movie bombed, but the second movie came out anyway, even though that bombed as well. But hey, those movies are great. But I shouldn't really be comparing it to that. But I can say that while I don't think this movie was good, it is a little better than Dominion. A little bit. It's still not saying much. I don't really see myself praising too many things about this movie, but hey, in terms of it trying to capture the same roots as the original movie, I appreciate it for not trying to focus on, you know, a theme park this time around. But the premise, I think, is kind of odd, how people apparently aren't into dinosaurs anymore in this world. I call complete bull on that. There are dinosaurs that are still alive in this world. Of course, they brought them back from the dead from, you know, dino DNA and all that, but who would get tired of dinosaurs in the real world? Like, I just want to know, like, if someone saw a dinosaur to this day, it would be the most exciting thing in the world. So yeah, I do not buy that premise whatsoever. But hey, Scarlett Johansson, while her motive is good and her performance all around is acceptable, also Mahershala Ali is also in the movie, who I think is good in pretty much anything he's in. Really, I feel like the thing about this movie that I feel like just kind of doesn't work is the fact that there are times where it just tries to be, you know, an homage to the original film by trying to have the same premise. There are even elements that feel like they're recreations of scenes from the original film, while it trying to be its own thing, despite the fact that it really is bad at hiding it. Now, of course, we expect a lot of sequences involving dinosaurs, which we do get a lot of them. And the dinosaurs, they still look really good, even though a lot of the times where the humans and dinosaurs interact, it's obviously noticeable green screen. It's at this point where it's kind of gotten lazy at this point when it comes to, you know, just trying to get the effects right and all that, because CGI nowadays, they don't always work anymore. I mean, of course, they never fully work, but we're living in a day and age where CGI just... are they trying to go back to the 2000 standards of CGI? Because it's making it look incredible compared to today's CGI. But hey, the dinosaurs look great. But there are often times when it comes to the storyline, scenes just dragged on a little bit, and there are character interactions that I thought were pretty weak. There's the generic villain that wants the DNA for himself because he's greedy and he wants to try selling it, or I don't know. There were times in the movie where it was really hard for me to concentrate, not because of the movie itself, but it's due to the fact that I was with a group of people. They would not stop talking. There was a father and his kid. His kid just kept talking and talking and talking, and he just allowed it. And then later on, towards the end of this movie, there was this people that were taking pictures with flash shots. It was hard for me to concentrate because I was just annoyed to no end. So I'm not sure if I would have gotten a better experience had they have not done that and just waited for the movie to come out on streaming to do all that. But it doesn't matter. This movie, I just know, is still going to do well regardless, and we're going to get another movie after this, because I can guarantee you we're going to have like 5 more Jurassic World movies, because it's just not going to end. Again, there are scenes in the movie that I feel like try to pay homage and are just trying to be like little recreations just to remind you of how good that first movie was. There's like a part where one of the kids is in a room with a dinosaur. Also, I just can't help but, when it comes to like the scenery, it's definitely paying more homage to the original film. So, but really though, the same tension that it was trying to build really isn't there, as it tries to be as tame as possible. The closest thing there is of really pushing the limits to its PG-13 rating is, well, there's a bloody dinosaur corpse and you see its organs, so I feel like that's the closest thing. But I feel like it's still trying to get as family friendly as it possibly can, despite having its PG-13 rating. Because with the first Jurassic Park, it had that same tension there. Those moments between the dinosaurs, they were there. And there is one scene in this movie that I thought had a really great build-up. And it's probably the most memorable scene in the entire movie for me. But as for the rest of the film, it's pretty much what I expected. It's pretty much another dinosaur movie that doesn't really try to capture anything new or do anything new. It just mostly feels like it's just trying to pay more homage to the original film without it trying to do its own thing and bringing in anything new or fresh to the franchise. Because when it comes to the franchise, I only rewatched the first one. I don't watch the sequels after that. I mean, occasionally I might. The only ones I really watch are Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic World 1. Because I feel like when it comes to these movies, they just kind of don't really get the whole premise to the first movie of what made it so great. I mean, they tried to do that with this movie, but in the end, it just really feels like there just isn't much of a reason to keep going on with this. It doesn't really capture anything new. It doesn't do anything like remotely exciting or interesting to have you go like, oh man, they finally tried something new, because they really don't. It's just another dinosaur movie that's trying to, bring in, the idea back of what made the original so good. In the end, guys, Jurassic World Rebirth, yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. I definitely didn't expect anything incredible, and I didn't expect anything terrible either, because, well, it's at this point where even when they get a big name director like Gareth Edwards, who has made good films before, none of his films I would really consider masterpieces, but I definitely know that he's done far much better than this. It has good performances. There are some cool sequences here and there. It's not like the movie itself was painful. The experience I had was painful, but the movie itself, yeah, it's what I kind of expected. But hey, if you're in for another dinosaur film on the big screen, then yeah, just don't listen to me and just go and see it anyway, because people are going to see this movie regardless, and we're just going to get another one, because this is the movie that most people are focused on. And with Superman coming out, I'm hoping that's at least decent, as well as Fantastic Four, the new film. It's clear that they're the only movies that most people are going to see this summer, and that's really a shame, because I want more movies like F1. I want more movies like Sinners, but we're living in a day and age, yeah, people did see Sinners, which I'm really happy about, but it's a shame that most movies like this, in terms of summer blockbusters, are going to get focused on a lot more. I can't really say it's one big pile of shit, but I do think it's one big pile of forgetfulness. I just do not see where they could go with another movie. And I know I'm not alone when I say I've gotten tired at these movies at this point, but let me know what you guys think. Did you have fun with the movie? Whatever. There's no doubt in my mind it will have its audience. It just depends what you're in for. If you expect dinosaurs, you're going to get that, but don't really expect much else. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and maybe subscribe for more. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or maybe Blue Sky. Links are in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Ward out.